The smart home industry is currently worth $80 billion and is expected to reach around $540 billion in 2030. So, in the next 8 years, it's expected to double at least 3 times. Today, I'm going to inform you about Matter, a new universal smart device standard. We are going to first start off with what is Matter, then we are going to go into what Matter will change, then when should you expect to see Matter devices on the market, and lastly, how you can purchase Matter devices. Here's a slide of some of the sources I use when researching. Okay, so starting with what is Matter. Matter was announced by the Connectivity Standards Alliance, CSA, formerly known as Zigbee, in December of 2019. It's a royalty-free home automation connectivity standard like USB or Bluetooth that allows different devices, regardless of company, to communicate and work with each other. Version 1.0 was just released on October 4th of 2022, meaning this standard is brand new. It's made to work with smart home thermostats, refrigerators, light bulbs, cameras, sprinkler systems, almost any device you can think of. The CSA, or Connectivity Standards Alliance, has managed to bring all major smart home companies on board. Companies like Amazon, Apple, Google, Samsung, Philips, IKEA, Yale, Comcast, Huawei, Schlage, and many, many more. And any company that wants to join can. So implementation of Matter works by an update to an existing device or by adding it to a new one. Now, on to my next point. Why Matter? Well, matters. Matter is faster than existing home devices. Currently, many devices use something called Wi-Fi 6 or Wi-Fi 5, or they rely on Bluetooth. Matter introduces a new standard called Thread that is basically a low-frequency Wi-Fi. It also uses less energy than Bluetooth and is much more responsive. Here's a video of someone using Siri to turn lights on and off using Thread versus Bluetooth.
Hey Siri, lamp on.
On it.
Hey Siri, lamp off.
On it.
As you can see, Thread is much more responsive. Another existing problem with current smart home device communication is its reliance on the internet. Imagine that someone cuts your internet to rob your house, and it disables your entire home security system. Or in less serious terms, if the internet goes down and your smart home devices stop working, so you can't, let's say, open your garage or use your vacuum. As we depend on and integrate smart technology more and more into our lives, we must make them more reliable. Matter aims to do that by creating the standard to not rely on the internet. Not to mention that having to upload to the cloud is slow. By using Thread, we get a faster and more reliable user experience. To restate, Matter is a universal standard, meaning you can use whatever ecosystem you want with any smart device you want. So think about this, for example. Currently, smart home devices that want to be all-inclusive will often have to support many ecosystems. Think Amazon Alexa, Google Home, Apple HomeKit, and Samsung SmartThings, just to name a big few. So I have an image here that demonstrates what I'm talking about on this slide here. This means that these smart devices only work with these ecosystems, limiting what you as a consumer can buy. And typically, because of the development cost, only expensive smart home products support a large amount of ecosystems. This is not only limiting to the customer, it is also expensive for the manufacturer, who must program that device to work with each ecosystem if they want more compatibility. What Matter does is use one universal standard that all devices can implement, that works with all smart home ecosystems that want to support it, which all major ones have said they will. So if you currently have an Alexa smart device at home, like the Amazon Echo Dot, you can potentially use that to control your security camera system that might be a Google Nest camera, and your TV, which might be a Samsung. And let's say you have an iPhone, which by default has Apple HomeKit. You can add all these devices to your iPhone and use HomeKit to monitor and control all of them instead of doing what you currently must do, which is have the Google Home app for your Google camera, the Alexa app for your Alexa speaker, Samsung SmartThings app for your Samsung TV. It's ridiculous. So Matter aims to unify a currently fragmented system, sort of like what the universal standards USB and Bluetooth did with their respective devices. So please try closing your eyes for a second and imagine this scenario. Instead of having wireless smart devices, imagine if all smart devices only use cables. Now imagine that each device you bought had a unique cable that can only connect to a small number of devices that also use that cable. That's currently how smart devices work. Matter is like having one cable that will work with everything. It really changes the entire market into a market that I think gives the consumer the best product, no matter what product they currently have. Now, for my third point, when should you expect to see Matter devices on the market? Keep in mind that Matter is brand new, with version 1.0 being released on October 4th of 2022, making it 10 days old on the filming of this video. So having said that, not all smart home device types are currently supported, but more will be added in future updates. Here's a list of what devices are currently supported on this slide here. And here's a list of what devices they plan to add in the future updates. As you can see, almost every device will be supported. This is very exciting for the future of smart home devices. I personally can't wait to be able to buy whatever smart home product I want and know it will work seamlessly with my other devices. But if you currently have many smart home devices like me and are dreading buying all new ones, you might be wondering what old smart home products will support Matter. As of October 14th, currently all Google Nest smart speakers and displays, Amazon Echo devices past Gen 1, all Apple devices that can run iOS 16, as well as many Eero, Eve, Philips, and Yale products. Now, if you don't have any smart devices, or if you are wanting to upgrade to Matter devices, you might be wondering when I can expect to see Matter-enabled smart devices. Now, again, keep in mind, it was just released on October 4th, so we need to give developers some time to test and integrate Matter into current or new products. However, because many companies have worked with Matter since it was announced in December 2019, we can expect to see Matter devices and updates as soon as next month in November. Having said that, though we'll probably see much more Matter devices coming in about 2 to 4 months, and almost all new devices supporting it in the next 1 to 2 years. Okay, now moving to my last point. How can you purchase Matter devices? First thing you need to know is what to look for. When buying a Matter device, you should look for this symbol. This is the Matter device symbol and shows that it is a Matter compatible device. Again, not all devices are currently compatible with version 1.0 of Matter, so we will see smart devices adding compatibility in the future for things like security cameras that aren't currently supported. So yeah, look out for notifications of updates from your existing products in case they add Matter support. These products might be compatible through an update, but not be shown in the packaging yet. So be mindful of that when looking for Matter products. So the best thing to do for now is just wait and see what new devices will be supported and kind of play around and find out which smart home app you like the most. So, in conclusion, what is Matter? Matter is a universal standard like USB or Bluetooth that makes smart home devices more compatible. What will Matter change? Matter will make devices work offline, be more responsive through Thread or low frequency Wi-Fi, and will be able to communicate with other devices despite their manufacturer. Now, when should you expect to see Matter devices? As early as November of 2022. How can you purchase Matter devices? Look for the Matter logo when buying. In conclusion, Matter is an exciting new standard that will make the multi-billion-dollar smart home industry much easier to navigate and use, creating more competitive and unique products that aren't defined by their ecosystem, but rather their functionality. Thank you for your time.